Hello, everybody. Hi, Ava. How you doing, good girl? How you doing? You ready? Oh, nothing like apple and yogurt treats for breakfast. I have my doctor's appointment today, so I can't be on terribly long, but I decided to come and share my smile with you guys and have you guys make me happy. Here, baby girl. And yes, I made a whole carafe of coffee this morning. Hello, Manuel. Hello, Nana Laura, honey. Hello, my sweet C-Rex. Up. Hello, Joey Bacon Donuts. Hello, Terry Barnes with those big Kentucky hugs. Good morning, Auntie M. Oh my gosh, thank you. Thank you so much. Who, me? Never. Hold on, I missed someone. I saw the name Shauna, but I don't see a Shauna here. I see that. Why don't I see Shauna? Well, good morning, Shauna. Hello. I can't see you, but if you're here, hello. Oh, I forgot. I forgot that it does that. It announces them. Well, thank you very much. You're not supposed to hit women, but I'll give you a pass on this one. That's okay. I just didn't want to miss anybody. Oh, man. Oh, man. That coffee is good. I love coffee. So, I wouldn't have summoned you all here if I hadn't come across something to show you. Oh, it'll be fine. I just got to get there. That's the biggest problem of it is the hour-long ride. Yeah. So, oh well. I'll make it. I promise. I might not be in such great shape when I get back because then it's an hour ride back. So yeah. I don't know if y'all see me tonight or not. I will try. But some days I just can't make it happen. But all right, I saw a clip happening and I was like, "Oh, this looks like it's going to be good." So, I'm going to share it with you guys just in case it is. It might not be. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I learned long ago not to create thumbnails of my clips that I do during the day streams. Because then people go live before me and then nobody shows up to me. gonna have to create my own cat signal. Oh yeah. Yeah. I got idea. You just, mama, you just gave me a great idea. Yep. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I can already see it. I already know exactly what it's gonna look like. Oh, I love it. Thank you. I can't wait to make it. All right. Let's watch this because it started out real fun, and let's see if it keeps being fun.
Next, we're going to put State of Florida versus Stephen Allen Cooper, case number 19 CF 866. Mr. Cooper is present in the courtroom, appropriately dressed out. Mr. Cooper, you still wish to represent yourself?
Yes.
Okay. And we're going to try this case on Thursday and Friday. Oh, I made it the wrong case.
Your Honor, just for record purposes, I wanted to just recap kind of how the conversation this morning. We did discuss potential pleas. My understanding is that Mr. Cooper was willing to accept a probation offer. Mr. White was willing to even give him a withhold. However, Mr. Cooper was not willing to accept any restitution and pay restitution. So that's kind of how the plea agreement fell apart and where we're at.
Mr. Cooper, is that your understanding?
I have additional comments I can make on it as well, being that they changed the information on it and now it's new charges.
I've already ruled on that, sir, so you're wrong. If you're going to represent yourself, you have to respect my rulings, whether you agree with them or disagree. When we have an appellate court to take advantage to address that.
Right, I wasn't done finishing.
I don't care. When I get ready to speak, I'll speak, but you can continue.
But you spoke on something that I wasn't referencing. I wasn't referencing your order.
Okay, we'll go right ahead then.
So I motion for you to disqualify yourself based upon that right there was prejudicial and
Denied. Motion denied.
Okay, for the record. I'd like to be informed of what the, I guess, sentencing sheet would be now that it's been modified. And also the fact that I've spent roughly over 100 days already. So time served.
You wish to have a score sheet?
Yes.
Do you have a score sheet?
I do not have a score sheet on me, Your Honor, but I can get one.
Go ahead and get one. Does he have a record?
No, Your Honor.
You can do it real quick. I would imagine it's a grand theft and a criminal mischief. You wouldn't score many points, I wouldn't imagine.
Score Judge Brantley 1, pro se defendant 0.
And this is, we could do a time served probation thing, still withholding and dispositive issues, specifically 95-18-10 applicability of that adverse possession.
Judge Brantley looks angry.
Record, you're countering to the state for you to plead no contest with a withhold, time served, grand theft and criminal mischief over 1,000.
It being
And to reserve your right to appeal any dispositive issues.
on adverse possession 95-18-10. May I ask the court a question?
Yes, sir.
You are denying the motion to take judicial notice on 95-18?
Yes, sir, I am.
Could you elaborate that for me? So I
Do you have a score sheet?
that.
Yes, we're making one now, Your Honor. That's over $10,000. 22 points. Criminal mischief 1.2. Total of 23.2 points.
Can see that.
22.0
Right.
plus 1.2 is 23.2.
Where does
And it just tracks 23.2. It's a 3.
And then how do you get this number?
2 third-degree felonies, punishable by 5 years each, 10 years maximum.
Oh, is he taking the deal?
What's the rest of the pages?
If you had a prior criminal history or additional offenses, that they would all be scored there, but you don't have any, so they're all blank.
Right. No criminal history
No criminal
whatsoever.
history.
Yes. Thank you for that. Do I get to keep that?
I'll get you a copy of it. When this is up.
Thank you.
Honor, in response to the defendant's counteroffer, the statement say that you're not prepared to offer a time served offer. The best option that we would make going into trial would be 3 years of felony probation with a withhold on grand theft over $10,000 and criminal mischief over $1,000 with restitution to be assessed the value of the building that was assessed on the 2017 and 2018 property appraisal website.
Which is how much?
16,000.
And that's appealable. Just want to confirm I can appeal that, and if I,
You would be able to appeal the dispositive issue if we're able to establish adverse possession. It would overturn the entire case. You would owe no restitution. You wouldn't be able to specifically appeal the amount of restitution.
right, but just as long as I am successful on the appeal, the restitution would go away and everything would be withheld.
Yes.
And I can go home today.
Yes. Whenever you get processed out. How does, you still get processed out? Yeah.
Shouldn't these negotiations be happening, like, I don't know, maybe not live on the court record? I mean, we've had an offer, a counter offer, and now a counter offer. And he's inquiring if the restitution would go away once he files his appeal. Well, not exactly. It goes away if you win your appeal. It just is kind of held in abeyance until then.
And the court acknowledges the offer. Just want to confirm. I know you.
I'll tell you, Mr. Cooper, if you work out an agreement with the state, I will more than likely accept the offer.
Thank you for that.
And it's up to me to do, but
Thank you for that.
that's what I usually do.
Can you provide that to me in writing?
Yeah, we will.
There'll also be fines and costs.
Which would be negated if I'm successful in the appeal.
If you went on appeal,
I just want to confirm. May I also ask, there is a petition for prohibition that should be, I believe, in opinion, somewhat sooner than later. Does that affect the scenario whatsoever as far as jurisdiction of the courts and
I
whatnot?
think I still have jurisdiction over this right now, but
Right.
yes,
And just to,
unless they grant me prohibition, that's correct.
and just to,
Yes, it would be the 1,028, but it would be minus the $150 spoke defender fee. So if I would take that,
I don't have a form on it.
$1,028, and then we'll just subtract $150. Hey,
Okay, and then I need to change the amount.
Frank, I'm gonna,
This is wild.
what they'll do, they're gonna fill out a plea waiver consent form. And I know you've seen it in here, but I'm gonna read that form and I'm gonna go over it with you. And if you come to an agreement, we'll go there, okay?
and I could confirm as far as the petition for prohibition, if it is successful within the 30 days that I have
I
to.
prohibited, if it's prohibited, it would take precedent.
Just to be on the record, I will, if this does go through, I will make a note of it in that case in the First District Court of Appeal that the plea has been taken with dispositive issues on the withholdings. Just a note in that case.
And you can put all that on the record, and I'll go over that with you during your plea colloquy.
Did you grab a copy?
The suit with no tie. The other one's the prosecutor with the red tie. That's a lot of papers.
Okay, thank you. If you get a copy of that to him, did you get that to him? Mr. Sullivan's got it, okay. And what, let's see. They'll take you to are they still in court in arraignment or still have court? What they'll do, Mr. Cooper, if this plea goes through, they'll transport you to another courtroom to speak with a probation officer. And then I guess you'll be taken back to the jail to be, Mr. Cooper, just take a moment, okay?
What is he doing?
Ready,
Yep.
I'll go.
Is it a bloody nose or something? Oh, he's crying.
So pleading no contest. Grand theft over $10,000, criminal mischief over $1,000. Both third-degree felonies, both punishable by 5 years in prison. Adjudication is withheld. Concurrent, so 36 months total. Court costs and fines, which is this one here. Since you're representing yourself, it's not 1,028, it's 728. $16,820 would be the restitution to Sharon Woolsey. And then you reserve the right to appeal the dispositive motion to dismiss filed September 14th, 2025.
I confirm that it is, because I don't think that it is that one. Because it's handwritten, so it's the one that I did.
I understand.
Then and confirm that that's the one that you. Sure.
Yes, that is.
All right, so he stole over $10,000 worth of something. No wonder he doesn't want to pay restitution.
That's what you want to do. Then what I need you to do is sign here where it says defendant, and then sign here where it says defendant as well.
Ms. Nelson, would you try to contact Mr. Cruz's office and see where he's at?
Yes, sir, I
Versus
did.
defendant not
They
attorney.
said he had landed and they said
Oh, yeah, sorry, I
that
have-
this was at 10:40. They said he would be here in 30 minutes.
Oh, oopsies. We got taken off the record. But you know what? You know what? Hold on. I saw, hold on. Where'd she go? Here she is. No, she's not the greatest one to run live, but we're gonna do this for Nana Laura's sake.
Good afternoon and hello at the jail. Can I have your name, please? Can you hear me?
It's very low, very low. Okay.
Okay. Can you hear me? Testing.
Yep. They turned it up.
Okay. Thank you. Can I have your name, please?
Dwayne Scott Holmes the second.
Okay. Thank you. 14B District Court is now in session. This is Magistrate Hillary Brayley presiding. Now calling case number 25S00258. This is the State of Michigan versus Dwayne Scott Holmes II. Can I have appearances for the record, please?
Assistant Public Defender Alexis Zerps with and on behalf of Mr. Holmes. We will waive formal reading of the complaint.
Okay, did you want to address the plea?
Your Honor, we will be standing mute at this time.
Okay, thank you. So, Mr. Holmes, you have the right to remain silent. Anything that you say out loud or in writing can be used against you in court. You have the right to be presumed innocent beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to a trial by judge or by jury. You have the right to be represented by an attorney during all stages of these court proceedings, that is before, during, and after trial. You are not required to disclose citizenship status to the court, but you do have the right to consult with an attorney to see if this case would have any effect on your citizenship status. If that last part doesn't apply to you, don't worry about it. Do you have any questions about your rights?
No.
Okay, thank you. And Attorney Zerps, did you want to address bond, please?
Thank you, Your Honor. At this time, we would be requesting a personal bond. Mr. Holmes doesn't have any criminal history to my knowledge. He does work full-time as a network architect for an IT company. He may need to travel for work. I did explain to him the process of how he would have to request being able to leave the state of Michigan if that becomes an issue. He is the father of 2 children. They are 14 and 8 years old. We would be asking for consensual contact with the complaining witness in this case to allow for child care. This incident did happen a few months ago back in May, and they have successfully continued to raise their kids since then. They only have contact in regards to their children for pickup and drop off scenarios. So for those reasons, Your Honor, I do think a personal bond is appropriate at this time.
Thank you.
That's not
And
even,
how did your client come to be in custody?
Your Honor, he was coming back from dropping off of a friend and got pulled over for a traffic stop and was made aware of the warrant.
that's not even the typical anti-self-harm smock. They've just given him a blanket. Like, this dude was so unhinged, they couldn't even give him a smock. I want that body cam footage. I have no doubt. Hello, Patrick B. Those IT engineering type. All that solitude gets to you after a while. That's why you need 4 cats and a dog. and a YouTube channel. Tugging my sanity. Ooh, Clallam County's on. Hold on, I gotta go start the recording. Give me a second. I'll be back. I guess this is the Magistrate Brayley version of chair watching. Yes, I got it right. I didn't think she looked old enough to be 45. I know you had the best of intentions, Joey Big of Donuts, but she does not look 45. I fought the law and the law won. Now I'm in a blanket in a cell. It's a nice blanket. He's so uncomfortable. He's trying to cross his legs. He's crossing his legs under his blanket smock. Poor guy. This is the only part that I don't like about Magistrate Braley's court. She takes forever doing all the paperwork. She probably has the best penmanship of all of the magistrates. It's probably beautiful. She writes her bond orders in calligraphy.
How many children are there?
2.
Your Honor, there's 2 children. There's a 14-year-old and an 8-year-old.
I don't want to leave you guys during silence time. So when she starts talking, then I'll record.
At this time, the court will set a pretrial conference date that will be November 17th, 2025. That will be at 9 in the morning in person at the 14B District Court in courtroom 1. So do you know where 14B is located?
It's been a minute, but I believe so, yeah.
Okay, it's off South Huron River Drive, close
Yeah.
to the road. Okay, there's the big
Yep.
pond, correct? So.
Yep.
The court will set bond with the following conditions. You are not to use or possess alcohol, marijuana, or illegal drugs. You are not to purchase or possess any firearms, ammunition, other dangerous weapons, or the means to create weapons. Any weapons that you do possess are to be surrendered. You are not to leave the state of Michigan without the court's permission. I will make a note here that you may need to leave for work. So if that's going to be the case, then just reach out to the 14B District Court and you need to talk to the probation department about
Okay.
where you're traveling. Is that something that happens frequently?
Not typically, but sometimes they may request me to come down to Raleigh. So
And I'm there.
All right. You are to have consensual contact only with the complaining witness in this matter. When the court says, in this case, consensual contact only, it's to be for the purposes of child care specifically. No contact outside of child care purposes. You may go to the residence to pick up the children. You may not go inside.
Okay.
Okay. You are not to engage in any sort of assaultive, threatening, harassing, terrorizing, molesting, or stalking behaviors towards the complaining witness in this matter. You are not to engage in any sort of criminal activity whatsoever. You are to appear for any and all dates set for you by the court, the next one in this matter being November 17th at 9 a.m. in person. So, any questions about the bond conditions, or do you understand all of them?
I understand.
Okay. You. These conditions will be entered into the Law Enforcement Information Network. They will be readily accessible to any police officers that you may come into contact with. And if they have probable cause to believe that you have violated one of these conditions, they can arrest you on the spot. and you'll be held for a bond violation hearing date in front of a judge who may revoke your bond and set a new, more restrictive one. I will also note that due to the nature of the charges here, there will be a signed order for your fingerprints to be taken in the file that should be sent to you with your next notice of hearing with instructions on how to get that done. All right. Okay, so the court will set a $10,000 personal recognizance bond. So what that means is we're not paying anything to get out today. Basically, you are promising to appear for your next court date and to abide by all of the bond conditions. If you fail to appear or violate any bond conditions, then a bench warrant may issue for your arrest. Your bond could be revoked entirely. At a minimum, it would start at $10,000.
Understood.
Okay. Attorney Zerbst, was there anything else?
Nothing further, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Then, Mr. Holmes, you're free to go to the door and tell the jail that you're finished.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you.
In a certain location. A little bit. Set up to, they should stay in a certain location, so this. Yeah, right after you.
Oh, I know who this is.
Here you go, no problem.
We've got some flannel.
Okay, good afternoon. Can I have your name, please?
Rashavi again.
Okay, thank you.
Everybody's coming in blanket attire today. First, we have the no harm yourself quilt. Now we have the flannel pants. Good morning, Sandy Hurd. Miss Braley is very, very focused. All right, let's guess the charges. I'm guessing OWI. Second offense. Ooh, we've got assault. An assault on the nasal passages. Look down. I need a WD-40 my desk. It's creaky. Oh my gosh. I bet Indiana has it as one. I wouldn't be surprised. They've got some wild on the books laws. Just looking for them? I think you can look for them. It's when you find them that you have a problem. Ooh, which one of my dockets is freaking out? Okay. I don't care whether I get that one or not. I ain't running it. Yes, yes. The gang's all here. Are you kidding me? Like, do you have to physically fart on someone? Or just in their presence? Like a crowded bus? Yeah, I think I need to. With some WD-40, of course.
Now calling case number 25T00096. This is Ypsilanti Township versus Rashavia Gun. Appearances for the record, please.
Assistant Public Defender Alexis Serps with on behalf of Miss Gunn. Miss Gunn, can you please state your full name for the record?
Rashavia Kanisha Gun.
Her last
Thank
name's
you.
Gunn.
Today is the date and time set for an arraignment in this matter. I have a bond violation report from Community Corrections dated October 24th, 2025. Attorney Zerbst, if you had a chance to review that.
Your Honor, I do have that report and I was able to go over it with Miss Gunn as well.
Would you like to address bond?
Yes, Your Honor. At this time, I would be requesting a personal bond on behalf of Miss Gunn, possibly with a scram tether. I know the SoberLink has caused her some issues as it's hard for her to keep track of the times. I do see that there was a few late tests on the bond violation. None of them came back positive. They were all negative. It's just a timing issue for Miss Gunn. So I believe a scram tether might be better suited for her, as it's not something she has to keep on top of. It just is constantly monitoring her alcohol intake, and she understands that. She's perfectly willing to do something like that. I know she's in a little bit of a better spot now. She has been working on getting an apartment in Wayne County. She has to actually call the leasing company back today to try to see when that can take place. And as far as being able to come in person and coming to community corrections, her main issue has been transportation always. She doesn't have consistent transportation because of the charges. I believe her license is currently suspended, so she can't transport herself. Her parents both work until 5 p.m. and she can't make it to community corrections prior to 4:30. So for those reasons, Your Honor, I do think a scram might be the best option at this time. So that'll be what we'll be requesting today.
So generally speaking, with a scram tether, the options are come in once a week to have the information downloaded from it. Or I believe there are some limited numbers of things that you can set up at your residence where they can download the information from the scram, but you'd have to talk to community corrections about the availability of that, because I have no idea.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. We can give it a try. Again, like I said, my concern is with the necessity for downloading from the scram tether.
Yes, ma'am.
So if they don't have something available for you to take to where you're living to download it, then you'd have to figure out how to come in about once a week to get the information downloaded from it.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I will also note that it's a requirement to keep them charged as
Yes,
well.
ma'am.
Same sort of thing where you have to plug it in and make sure it's charged up. And I believe there's a certain percentage that they don't want you going below, but that's again another conversation for community corrections.
Yes, ma'am.
She should be scared. It's a bond violation. You can only get so many of those before they just leave you in the clink. She's got to be a fresh 22. That's my guess. Not with an OWI type charge. It's very generous of you, though. 25? We got a 25 out there. You really are bad at guessing ages, Mom. Now she looks confused and angry. She is not in control of her facial expressions.
For the Baker. We have eyes on the Baker. 914, but I'm Baker 13.
Where in Wayne County?
Trenton, Michigan.
Who's taking arms that it won't be?
Trenton, Michigan.
Trenton? Oh.
The other guy just stared blankly directly at the camera like he was making eye contact the whole time, which is weird because I bet he does not make eye contact in person.
My reading comprehension is not great. Apparently should be reading it 2
She's trying
Probably also for you, she might come out of here. But.
trying to listen to the background at the same time.
Well, we will give the scram tether a try.
Yes, ma'am.
And if you're able to get testing set up closer to where you're staying, since I'm assuming you're not close to where you were going in Lenawee County anymore.
No, ma'am. I can't go back there.
So, when the community corrections officer comes in to get you the scram tether, talk to them about testing closer to Trenton.
Yes,
Okay?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Your comment was so close. But it was Lenawee County, I think they said.
I have a question.
Yes,
Do they choose which leg to put it on?
I think you can tell them.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure it's not on my right leg because I was in a car accident and it bothers me. So I just wanted to make sure.
Okay, yeah, no, just tell them that when they go
Okay.
through. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
So at this point, all of your other bond conditions are being continued as they were. None of those are changing. The only thing that's changing is you're turning in the SoberLink device and being fitted for scram tether. So I don't know if you had the SoberLink device with you when you turned yourself in, but if not, then you will need to turn that in as soon as you can.
I will, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Get your testing arranged closer to where you're living since
Yes,
transportation
ma'am.
is an issue. Okay. The court is going to set a $15,000 personal recognizance bond. So once again, it's a personal recognizance bond, so you're not paying anything to get out. You're going to be sitting for a little bit until they come in to put the tether. Okay,
Mhm.
but you're not being held on the bond. If you fail to appear for future court dates, or if you have another bond violation, then your bond is going to start at $15,000.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Any questions about anything I just said?
No, ma'am.
Attorney Zerbs, did you have anything that you wanted to add?
Nothing further, Your Honor. I'm assuming you're gonna get to a new court date.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
She's being very polite, very respectful.
Okay, I will say that the next court date is going to be in person. We are going back to in person, so you will need to figure out how to get here.
Okay.
Okay. November 26th.
Okay,
That will be for a pretrial and a hearing on the bond violation in front of Judge Washington
here.
at the 14B District Court.
Okay, next door.
No, that's 14A1. 14B is the one that's close to Whitaker Road. It's on South Huron River Drive. There's a pond out front.
Okay. I'll
Okay.
look the address up. Yes.
That will be at 9 in the morning. And again, that's going to be in person in courtroom 1.
Okay.
Okay. Make sure you keep your address and contact information updated at least with your attorney.
Mhm.
Okay. We've got a phone number for you ending in 2698. Is that good?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. You should get text message reminders. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Any questions?
No, I would like to say something. I am very sorry for what happened the last time when I was in court with you. I really want to say sorry. I didn't mean to do the things that I did while I was in court. I was just going through a lot and I did not mean to cuss you out.
Okay, well, thank you. And I appreciate that. And I understand that you're going through a lot. So I don't generally take things personally. Okay. So just, I'm glad you're in a better space now and seem to be heading in the right direction. So just, I hope the scram tether works out for you.
Yes, ma'am.
And we'll just keep this process moving forward. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, well, thank you. And I do appreciate the apology.
You're
You're free-
welcome.
Sure. And tell the jail that you're done. All right.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
I think I have that. I think I have that hearing. I was going to run it, and then
Thank you so much.
I did something else that
Hello.
night.
Hello. Can I have your name, please?
Heidi Michelle White.
Okay, thank you. I will be right with you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I can't remember what took my attention away from that hearing, but it was just the other day. And I was gonna run it, but I put something else on. I might still have it in my cap cut. Hold on.
I don't know if they, that's your response. It's hard to do it. They go nowhere or they get back to the option. That you can go on that. But Sean, okay, so this. Yeah, you're doing this when you're talking. Look, I was allegedly, that one's not. Okay, so like I said, they couldn't do further investigation down the road. Right now, all you can worry about the case and whatever you have. You know, goes to the. I don't know, I'm just signing that right now. I don't see him on the Zoom. Don't see him before. But it is 1 o'clock, so it might still be signed. I don't think you're. So I should get a resume queue. Yeah. Oh, he does. Okay.
Now calling case number 25T 00479. This is Ypsilanti Township versus Heidi Michelle White. Can I have appearances for the record, please?
Assistant Public Defender Alexis Zerps with an on behalf of Miss White. Miss White, can you please state your full name for the record?
Heidi Michelle White.
Okay, thank you. Today is the date and time set for an arraignment in this matter. Before we get started, Attorney Zerps, did you want to address the plea?
Your Honor, we would be requesting a formal reading of the complaint and will stand mute at the appropriate time.
Okay, thank you. What I have here is a misdemeanor complaint that charges that on or about November 2nd, 2025, at 872 LeMay Avenue in Ypsilanti Township, you did make an assault or an assault and battery upon Madeline Lawson. That again is a misdemeanor. It has a maximum potential penalty of up to 93 days in jail, a $500 fine plus court costs for both the jail time and the fine. Do you understand all of that?
Yes,
Okay, thank you.
I think.
Okay. Was there something that you needed clarified?
That's just, that's what I'm getting for,
That's what you're being charged with currently.
okay,
yeah.
yes, ma'am. I'm sorry. I'm new at this. Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry. I apologize.
That's okay. Thank you. So Attorney Zerps, the plea and the bond?
Your Honor, we would be standing mute to the charge, and as to bond, we would be requesting a personal bond. Miss White's 47 years old and has no criminal history to my knowledge. She's the mother of a 13-year-old daughter who does stay with her and she does take care of. She's currently actively seeking employment, and she does understand any kind of no contact order that the court may impose. We did have a discussion about what that means, and I believe should be able to comply with any of the court orders that are set in place. So for those reasons, I do think a personal bond is appropriate.
Okay, thank you. So Ms. White, you do have the right to remain silent. Anything that you say out loud or in writing can be used against you in court. You have the right to be presumed innocent beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to a trial by judge or by jury. You have the right to be represented by an attorney during all stages of these court proceedings, that is before, during, and after trial. You are not required to disclose citizenship status to the court, but you do have the right to consult with an attorney to see if this case would have any effect on your citizenship status. If that last part doesn't apply to you, don't worry about it. Do you have any questions about your rights?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So then, Attorney Zerps, my understanding is that the complaining witness may reside at this LeMay Avenue address.
Your Honor, Miss White does inform me that that's a stepchild that belongs to her boyfriend that does reside with her. It's my understanding that she doesn't reside there all the time. She may have been there for the last couple of days, but that's the only thing that I'm aware of. Miss White did indicate that if necessary, she can find a different place for her and her daughter to stay for the time being, or at least until we can get any confirmation on where the complaining witness resides.
Thank you.
I can't find it. Dang it. And I know it was good. It was a real quick one, but it was good, but I cannot find it at the moment.
The court will set a pretrial conference. That would be November 12th, 2025. That would be at 9 in the morning over Zoom in front of Judge Washington. The court will set bond with the following conditions. You are not to use or possess alcohol, marijuana, or illegal drugs. You are not to purchase or possess any firearms, ammunition, other dangerous weapons, or the means to create them. Any weapons that you do possess are to be surrendered. You are not to leave the state of Michigan without the court's permission. You are not to have contact with Madeline Lawson. When the court says no contact, what the court means is no in-person contact, no contact through the mail, no contact over the computer or phone via phone calls, text messages, emails, social media, the internet in any way, shape, or form, or through third parties. You are not to go to the LeMay Avenue address. When the court says do not go, the court does not care. If you own the place, rent the place, or are personally invited to go to the place, do not go. I'm going to make a note that if you have things you need to collect from there, you may do that on a civil standby. That can be explained to you by the public defender. She did not already. Otherwise, you are not to return there until there's confirmation from the prosecuting attorney's office that Ms. Lawson does not reside at that address.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. You are not to engage in any sort of assaultive, threatening, harassing, terrorizing, molesting, or stalking behaviors towards Ms. Lawson or anyone else. You are not to engage in any sort of criminal activity whatsoever, and you are to appear for any and all dates set for you by the court. The next one in this matter being that November 12th date at 9 in the morning.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You understand all of the bond conditions?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Do you have any questions about them?
I don't think so.
Okay. These conditions will be entered into the Law Enforcement Information Network. They will be readily accessible to any police officers that you may come into contact with. If they have probable cause to believe that you have violated one of those conditions, they can arrest you on the spot, and you'll be held for a bond violation hearing date in front of a judge who may revoke your bond and set a new, more restrictive one. At this time, the court will set a $10,000 personal recognizance bond. So what that means is you're not required to pay anything to get out today. Basically, you are promising to appear for your next court date and to abide by all of the bond conditions. If you fail to appear or violate any bond conditions, a bench warrant may issue for your arrest. Your bond could be revoked entirely. At a minimum, it would start at $10,000.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you have anything else that you wanted to add?
Me?
No, your attorney.
Oh, sorry. I apologize.
Nothing further, Your Honor. And Ms. White, if you have any questions about the civil standby, feel free to reach out to our office. We can explain that to you in more detail.
I understand everything she said except the bond part. Everything else was common sense to me.
If you don't have any questions or anything else, then you're free to go to the door and tell the jail that you're finished.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That was slightly rude. I mean, I get what she was saying, but
Beautiful.
We'll check with Miss Ash.
Good afternoon. Can I have your name, please?
Oh, Ron Webb.
Okay, thank you.
this guy drinks tap beer. My goodness.
Now calling case number 25S00146. This is the state of Michigan versus Ron Joseph Webb. Can I have appearances, please?
Assistant Public Defender Alexis Zerflin on behalf of Mr. Webb. Mr. Webb, can you please state your full name for the record?
Ron Joseph Webb.
Okay, thank you. Today is the date and time set for an arraignment in this matter. What I am seeing is that you were scheduled for a final settlement conference on October 31st, that's last Friday, and failed to appear. So a bench warrant issued for your arrest. Attorney Zerbst.
Thank you, Your Honor. At this time, we'd be asking for the bench warrant to be recalled, him granted a personal recognizance bond and reset for a new court date. Mr. Webb indicated to me that on that day, his wife had gotten into a car accident, so he was a little flustered, and it might have slipped his mind that he had a court date. He also indicated to me that the location where he was at was a little bit out in the middle of nowhere, for lack of better terms, so he wasn't receiving service on his phone to be able to call either his attorney or the courthouse to let him know what was going on. He's extremely apologetic about missing that court date, and I fear that if he had attended that court date, we might have been all settled with this case due to the fact it was a final settlement conference. Mr. Webb also indicated to me that he is currently seeking employment. So for those reasons, I would be asking for a personal bond.
Okay.
It seemed to be having trouble holding his head up. He just kept doing one of these numbers.
Attorney Zerbst, did your client ever end up going to inpatient treatment?
Your Honor, I'm not aware if that is something he took place in.
Mr. Webb?
Yeah.
Okay. You ended up going to inpatient treatment?
Yeah, I ended up going for inpatient treatment. Yeah.
Okay. Did you complete? It just yes or no. I don't.
It's no, because they were messing with my religious belief system, and they didn't. It was not agreeing with what it was messing. They were questioning my belief and stuff like that, and it was getting too weird.
Okay. Okay. Fair. That's.
Yeah, it was not right.
That's fine. I just was.
But I stopped drinking and stuff like that. I don't really drink anymore because of what has been going on. I turned myself in the beginning. Oh, right when I turned myself in, I'm trying to get the stuff, and then.
Okay. Okay. Just you can stop because
I'm
against
frustrated.
you. I just did it. I just wanted to know if you ever ended up going to inpatient. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm dealing with too much. I wanted this to be over with. I'm trying to fight it now. Just it's gonna get thrown out or whatever. I did like 35 days. Bored already.
Silence is your best weapon. It's such an underrated tool.
Do you have any documentation of the car accident, like a police report or anything?
Oh, I don't have it with me. No, I wouldn't have that with me.
I'm not asking if you have it with you. I'm just asking. If
Oh,
you
yeah, I have a documentation. Yeah, I could come. Yeah. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I'd come up with that. Yeah. Yeah.
What religious belief system does he have?
Because he's trying to sue him. They have to go up to the court or police station. Yeah. Yeah. And she's having surgery too.
Oh, geez.
Trying to be there for her. Fractured hip. kind of handicapped anyway. She had a car accident, she got brain injury, and she can walk, but you know, she got metal in the legs, so she's handicapped. Can't remember certain stuff, you know. You have to remind her. Been with her for 8 years. Married for 4 years. It's hard, you know. Been faithful, she's faithful, I'm faithful, you know. I tried
Mr. Webb, I'm just gonna ask you to stop talking so the magistrate's just considering some things and then she'll address you if she needs any additional clarification, okay?
Oh, okay. Oh, she's trying to think. Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay, man. You don't need to explain to us how you're faithful to her. No one wants you but her. So, you're good. You're good. I'm glad you're faithful to her. Or your entire life story. Right? His brain is running way faster than any other part of his body, which causes his mouth to run secondary.
You still have a SoberLink device.
Oh, I don't have that. I had to give that back to them. They were wanting that back.
Okay.
They don't just take them back without a reason. This guy's just odd. Not that he's a bad guy, but he's odd. Oh, I'm sure it does. Like a fish islands kind of effect, but not to that extent. Yeah, there you go. I knew there had to be a reason. Or maybe it was when he went into rehab, they took it back because it wasn't necessary being in rehab, and then he didn't complete rehab because of his religious views. I think drugs may have had something to do with it. Just slightly.
All right. At this time, the court will set a pretrial conference date that will be November 24th. That's not next Monday. It's a couple Mondays out. All right. November 24th, 2025. That will be at 9 in the morning in person at the 14th District Court. So again, we're the one that's located off South Huron River Drive near Whitaker Road. There's a big pond out front.
Okay.
At this time, your bond conditions are being continued, so any of the testing and everything that was ordered before, go to community corrections within 24 hours of your release, all right, for an ETG test, and then continue testing from there on out.
Okay.
This time, the court will set a $15,000 personal recognizance bond. So basically, you are promising to abide by the bond conditions and to appear for any and all court dates or dates set for you by the court. So that also means going to community corrections as directed. All right.
But after I get out, right? I got a question. we're still smoking marijuana, right? So, I shouldn't be saying this. I'm probably,
Well, okay, so hold up just a second.
I'm not
What-
smoking marijuana now. I'm just saying I'm not trying to smoke. I'm gonna quit. I'm quitting now. When I get out, I don't know. I don't want to be,
Medical marijuana card.
violated.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Do you
For
have a
marijuana.
medical marijuana card?
Oh, no.
Okay, so yeah, then,
I don't want to be violated when I go. Yeah.
right,
Right.
so just tell them that you might test positive. Okay,
Right.
so long as the levels go down, then you should be fine.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Of course. Yeah. That makes sense. Been
Okay,
3
but
days.
I want you to stop using until at least the case.
Yeah.
All right,
You're right. Right. Yeah. I can do that.
okay.
Yeah.
All right, any other questions?
Oh, no questions at all.
Okay, then you are free to go to the door and tell the jail that you're finished.
Oh.
Your hearing is concluded.
Thank you. Bye. Have a nice day.
Thank you, you too.
Bowling balls have more grooves in it than his brain does. Oh, he's one smooth brain individual.
Good
Hello,
Hello, can I have your name, please?
Brian Murphy.
Okay, thank you. Give me just a moment.
This gentleman looks confident. After this, I'm going to have to start getting ready for my appointment.
We'll stand up here at the wall. There. And fire right here.
Something caught his attention out there.
Here's Greg, magistrate Greg. Okay, my phone, right? Okay. I just have that, right?
All right, let's try the check again.
272. Now calling case numbers 22S402722A and B. These are the state of Michigan versus Bryant Murphy. Can I have appearances for the record?
Assistant Public Defender Alexis Zerbs on behalf of Mr. Murphy. Mr. Murphy, can you please state your full name for the record?
Bryant Murphy.
Thank you. Today is the date and time set for arraignments in these matters. What I am seeing is that bench warrants issued for your arrest on July 21st. July 21st, 2025. That was after failure to appear for a court date in front of the judge.
Yeah, I might be moving around. I like considering fighting hard, but I'll probably close to 233. Check that.
So at this point, it looks like you have a balance in these matters that's $654.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. That's what I got, no, I can take it. That's what I see him try to.
And it looks like the last payment was made back in 2024. So what's going on?
So I don't have no excuses for why I missed court or nothing like that. I just been kind of going through the motions right now, but I just got back at work. I'm a barber. I work at I forget the name of it. Royal Cuts too. I just started back, so I can start like pinning payments down. I get paid like at the end of each day.
Okay.
I just been going through the motion. I had lost my son like last year to epilepsy, so I kind of got like kind of behind. Then I just started like bouncing around from house to house. So I kind of lost track of everything. I usually keep up with like court dates and stuff like that, but I just happened to slip. I don't have no excuses though.
Well, my condolences. That's horrible. I'm sorry to hear that.
It's okay.
All right. What I will do is set a date in front of me. We are going back in person.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm gonna.
That is one of those losses that I can understand affecting your ability to get to court and to deal with stuff. Like a lot of times you'll hear defendants being like, "Oh, yeah, I couldn't make it. My auntie died," and stuff like that. And it's like, okay, you still could have dealt with your business. This losing a child to epilepsy, and clearly he was already unsteady with housing and not in a secure place. I can see how that could have affected it. My heart goes out to him.
Set that. Are you being held on anything else that you know of?
No, ma'am.
And Your Honor, I didn't see anything holding him either. He did have some front of the court matters, but he indicated to me he saw the front of the court and he's being released on those matters as well.
Okay.
Well, what? That bottom of these clips. That's. But I gotta move. I think you gotta, that's maybe.
Okay. I'm gonna set a follow-up date for December 23rd. That will be a Tuesday.
Okay.
The lights just flicker up my eyes. Okay.
Is that for both of the cases?
Yes, that's going to be for both. And again, that's December 23rd, 2025. That's going to be at 9 in the morning.
Okay.
And that will be in person at the 14B District Court in courtroom 2.
Is that the courthouse off of Whitaker?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, the one with the pond out front. So you've got a current balance of $654 altogether.
Okay.
So between now and December, I would like to see that balance go down.
Yes, ma'am.
If you're able to pay it in full, obviously that would be great. Then that hearing date would be canceled. You wouldn't have to come. Aside from that, I just want to see it go down.
Yes,
Okay?
ma'am.
Get it moving in the right direction. You are able to make payments online now, so partial payments online is the thing that we can do. Also, you can come in and make them in person if that's easier.
It doesn't matter what type of payments I make, does it?
So for these, no, it shouldn't.
Okay.
Okay. For some types of cases it does, but in this instance, these are just this is a speeding ticket and a failure to display license. So no.
Okay.
Okay. assuming you're talking about like money orders, credit card, that sort of thing, and not a wheelbarrow full of change, because I can tell you we will not accept that. All right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. If you don't have any questions for me, then you're getting a personal or cognizance bond in both of these. You're free to go to the door and tell the jail that you're finished. All right?
Thank you, Ms. Franklin. Thank you, Ms. Urbis.
Thank you.
I like him.
Good afternoon. Can I have your name?
Isaiah Gillespie.
He's done, you're going in there. Arthur, no, when they call your case.
00. Now calling case number 25S00309. This is the state of Michigan versus Isaiah Gillespie. Can I have appearances for the record, please?
Assistant Public Defender Alexis Serps with an on behalf of Mr. Gillespie. Mr. Gillespie, can you please state your full name for the record?
Isaiah Gillespie.
Okay, thank you. Today is the date and time set for an arraignment in this matter. What I am seeing is that a bench warrant issued for your arrest back on August 25th. That was after a bond violation report was received. Because I have a couple. So we are in receipt of a police report from August 19th, it looks like. Attorney Zerb, do you have the chance to go over that?
Your Honor, I have a report dated, a bond violation report from Community Corrections dated November 3rd. I wasn't aware of anything from August, or at least a police report from August. I do know that the warrant issued in August, but I didn't know that there was a police report attached to it.
Okay, so we have a couple things happening. So the bench warrant, as I stated, issued back on, it looks like August 25th. That was after we received notice of a bond violation, that being your client having contact with the complaining witness in this case, Ms. Bullard. So that's what the police report alleges at that time. And I should note that there were one of the bond conditions ordered by the judge on July 23rd was for no contact with Ms. Bullard. So that is what that alleged bond violation is. The next alleged bond violation, there's a police report from October 31st. That I believe, yeah, coincides with your bond violation report from November 3rd. All right. And that is for the GPS tether violation, not returning home after the scheduled end date and going to the address that he's not supposed to go to and having contact with the person he's not supposed to have contact with. So.
Your Honor, without getting into too much details of the alleged violation, it's my understanding that Mr. Gillespie had finished work and he had been waiting for a ride. He was at the 13 25 or 26. I'm not clear. Mr. Gillespie said it was 1326, but he might have given the staff 1325. That is the stepmother's address. He was waiting for a ride to return home. He does have issues getting back and forth for transportation. So he was just waiting for that ride. He did maintain contact with the staff members as they continued to call him, and he kept giving them updates about where he was and what he was doing. It sounds like he does janitorial service and cashier work. He does work Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. He's been at that job for 4 months. And Your Honor, it does sound like he even tried to attend his court date. I know court dates get removed after the bond violation. It seems like he tried to attend that court date, and that's when he did find out about the warrant, Your Honor. So he was trying to let them know where he was so he could get this taken care of, and with knowing that he would likely be picked up and brought into custody. So for those reasons, Your Honor, we would be asking for a personal bond. If the court's not able to grant a personal bond, we'd be asking for the soonest possible court date in front of Judge Washington.
Okay. And you said you haven't seen the police report.
No, Your Honor, I only have the community corrections violation report, and that only came in this morning, and I tried to look to see if we had any old ones from August, and I'm not seeing anything.
We'll probably be 30 minutes if you want to check back or maybe.
So I should also note while we were addressing this, that all of the tests that were ordered have been missed, it looks like.
And Your Honor, it does sound like Mr. Gillespie tried reaching out to my office to arrange permission from the court to test closer to home. I believe that has been the main issue, is that obviously he has problems with transportation to and from work already. So it's a little difficult for him getting to community corrections, and it probably should have been addressed at the initial arraignment for him to be able to test closer to home, but it might have been overlooked. So I believe that would be the reason. And going forward for any testing conditions, we would ask for his permission to test closer to home.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry, guys. I was downloading dockets. I'm still working while I'm here with you. I'm just in another tab. That's all. Yeah, we've had a couple that just didn't know when to stop running their mouth was all. They were still respectful. They were just dumb.
2025, that will set a pretrial conference date that will be November 10th, 2025. That will be at 9 in the morning over Zoom in front of Judge Washington. And at this time, bond is being continued as it was ordered by the judge, that being $25,000, 10% is allowed. Attorney Zerks, did you have anything else?
Nothing further, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay. Sir, you are free to go to the door and tell the jail that you are finished.
Your Honor, I don't know what's going on.
Okay. So when the bench warrant issued back in August, the bond was set at $25,000. 10% is allowed, so you can get out if you post $2,500. That bond is being continued at this point. Your next court date will be Monday.
It's a pre-trial.
Yes.
What happened? I was trying to wonder what happened to my settlement.
It was taken off of the calendar when the bench warrant issued.
Mhm.
So you have to go to a pretrial and then the judge will schedule a new final settlement conference.
So, another thing about a police report on the August 25th, how come I didn't have no mail, no, nothing while I was sitting in the house, 2 months and 5 days without a bench warrant? Let me know I got a bench warrant.
Okay, I don't know what to tell you at this point. So that's something that you can talk to your public defender about. In the meantime, you are free to go to the door and tell the jail that you're finished.
Did talk to her about it though. I told her all about it. You know, about what happened, you know. I never get nothing in the mail saying I had a warning, nothing. Now all of a sudden you're telling me like got a police report behind saying that, you know.
Mr. Gillespie, you need to have a conversation with your public defender. At this point, go to the door and tell the jail that you're finished, please.
Okay, when can I have a talk with her?
Attorney Zerst.
Mr. Gillespie, you can either call our office or I'm sure one of the public defenders will be down to the jail to talk to you before that Monday court date for sure.
Okay, yeah, that'll be this Monday. All right, so I lost the job. I'm gonna be standing here with the 25,000. Right. So I'm stuck in here to the 10th, right?
That's when your next court date is. If you're not able to post, then yes.
So my whole case has started all over.
No.
That's all I wanted to know. Huh?
It's not starting all over. You have another pretrial date. Can you please go to the door? Because I have one more person to arraign and I have to keep the docket moving.
No, I said it's a pretrial. It's another. It ain't my final settlement again. So they push my date right back all over. That's what I'm saying. It's starting all over my whole case.
Yeah, you'll get a final settlement conference date from the judge, Matt.
Okay.
You failed to appear. You did this. Your fault.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, hi. Are you Mr. Webster?
Yes, ma'am. Good morning.
Okay, good afternoon. Actually, it's almost 2 at this point. Give me just a moment, please.
Here's the annoying part. They're complying, yes. But the FU is given to the clerk who has to count the coins, not the officer that wrote the ticket, not the judge that made the determination. You're enacting an asshole move on someone who was completely uninvolved in the case entirely. Yeah, sorry, we were having a side conversation in the chat, and that just, yeah, I hate when people do that because you're affecting some office worker who has papers to file.
Now calling case number 25T00156. This is Ypsilanti Township versus Javon Webster. Can I have appearances for the record, please?
Assistant Public Defender Alexis Zerps with on behalf of Mr. Webster. Mr. Webster, can you please state your full name for the record?
Javon Webster.
Okay, thank you. Today is the date and time set for an arraignment in this matter. What I am seeing here is that a bench warrant issued for your arrest on October 8th, 2025. And it looks like that was after you failed to appear for a pre-sentence interview appointment. Let's see, and then failed to appear for your sentencing date on October 8th. Attorney Zerst.
Your Honor, as to the failing to appear at the sentencing date, Mr. Webster indicated to me that during that time he had moved closer to River Rouge. He didn't have a phone, so he went to his local library to try to log into the Zoom and they were having connection issues. He was unable to get onto the Zoom. He was very apologetic about missing that court date. That was the first thing he indicated to me once he got into my interview room. He wanted to apologize to me and the court. Since then, though, he has moved back to Ypsilanti. That's the address that I provided on the CAA form. He did come and turn himself in on Friday night. He has recently got his own apartment here, so I'm hoping that those issues are resolved. And I know there had been a delay since the warrant issuing and him turning himself in, but he was working on getting the money to get the transportation over to Ypsilanti, so he was able, or to the jail, to be able to get to turn himself in. He had never missed any court dates prior to this court date, and he has just recently started working at Taco Bell. He does work there Monday through Friday at least, or I believe every day. He said 12 p.m. to 7 p.m. and he has applied to Washtenaw Community College. So he is trying to get himself on the right track. Again, he is very apologetic for missing this court date, and it won't happen again because I know Mr. Webster is taking this very seriously. So for those reasons, Your Honor, I would be asking for a personal bond.
Oh, we
And
can
you
call.
informed your client that the judge ordered no bond in this matter.
I did, Your Honor.
It's
And if Your Honor is unable to make any adjustments, we would be asking for the soonest possible court date, given that Mr. Webster did just start a new job and he'd be missing multiple shifts if he remains in custody for any extended period of time.
Stop calling him Webster. It's Webby. He's the male Webby. When they first said Webster, I actually like looked up at the dockets thinking I was like, wait, Webster? Oh, wait, this is Michigan. And then I realized it was the defendant. All right, I'm going to fast forward as much as I can. I got to get ready for my doctor's appointment, so we're going to finish this up.
And I'm sorry, attorneys. And I'm sorry, Attorney Zerbs, did you say that your client turned himself in?
Yes, Your Honor, he turned himself in Friday night. Is that correct, Mr. Webster? That's what my notes indicate.
Yes, ma'am.
And I think I might have misspoke. It was a sentencing date that he failed to appear for on October 8th.
What was he being sentenced for? Oh, we're live. We're all caught up. I can't fast forward anymore.
And the court will set a sentencing date that will be November 10th, 2025. That will be at 10 in the morning. over Zoom in front of Judge Washington. At this time, per the judge's order, bond is being denied.
I'm not used to being in trouble.
Mr. Webster, you are free to go to the door and tell the jail that you're finished.
Okay.
Thank you.
What was it? Sorry, what did she say? She said, personal kindness?
No,
Or what was that?
per the judge's order, bond is being denied.
Okay.
Well, you took that well. All right, guys. Close some of my 40 tabs that I have open here. Just a second. There I am. Oh, sorry it wasn't uber exciting. I mean, we had a couple funny moments, but I'm glad I got to spend them with you guys. But I do have to get ready to go to my appointment. So I thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out with me, keeping me company. I'm not sure. I have to spend 3 hours in a car. That causes lots of issues for me. So I don't know if I will be able to, but I'm gonna try. I'm always gonna try. So, all right, guys, I love you all so much. Be safe, be well, stay sweet, and much love.